Good day, everyone. Today we will talk about the FS1 Learning Episode 4 Activity, Learning Diversity, the Community, and Home Environment. I am Judal C. Olaya, BE Ed 4A, your presenter for today. I am studying at Eastern Visayas State University and had my Field Study 1 at Laboratory Secondary Department in Eastern Visayas State University. This is Eugene Lacandaso, 12 years old, born April 7, 2009, has two siblings. In fact, she is the youngest. She is a female, of course, and a grade 7 purity learner. This is her family. Her mother's name is Maria Perlita Lacandaso, 43 years old. Her father's name is Joel Lacandaso, 44 years old. They both government employee and a college graduate. Her sister is Jane Lacandaso. Let's talk about first her physical development. Based on my observation, my interview with her parent and her teacher. Eugene is a thin yet healthy learner, 5'3" in height, active, and a beautiful learner. Based on my observation, she is that kind of learner because of the great foundation provided by her parents, teachers, and a conducive environment she has in the very beginning. Physical activities should be integrated into young children's lives to create a foundation of movements and activity which will be carried with them throughout the rest of their lives. That's why Eugene is healthy, active, and beautiful learner. Physical activities is essential for a child's development. It helps lay the foundation for an active and healthy lifestyle. And I saw that observation on Eugene Lacandaso. Now, let's move on to the social development. Eugene, as what her parents called her, is a friendly person or an extrovert one that made her an approachable, sociable, and likable person. It actually helped her to be more socially literate and competent in life and a good leader in the classroom. Positive social development is important. This development influences a child's self confidence, empathy, the ability to develop meaningful and lasting friendships and partnerships, and a sense of importance and value to those around her. For emotional moral development, Eugene is a person who is enthusiastic, joyful, and has full of patience that made her a good leader in her class. She is excited to try everything that is not expected and try new things not just at home but in school as well. Knowing her emotional intelligence, it made me realize that every learner is truly different. It is up to the teacher and parent how to integrate various strategies and methods in order to have a meaningful learning and teaching process. For her cognitive development, as what the Garner's multiple intelligence theory states, that every learner is unique and intelligent in their own ways. Eugene is passionate on reading, arts and crafts, be updated to what's happening around us, watching documentaries, and this is also her strength as a learner. She is excellent based on statistics, my observation, and on her grade in the first quarter. She is excellent in the English, MAPE, and science subjects. And she had difficulty in Filipino, edukasyon sa pagpapakatao, and araling panlipunan. Based on my interview with her parents, she is having difficulty in Filipino and araling panlipunan because the medium of instruction is Filipino. Her mother tongue is English. That's why she had that difficulty in the process of learning. But based on my observation during our class observation in the LSD, synchronous and asynchronous, she is trying her best to cope up and to learn more at her best. According to her teacher, she is that kind of learner who will do her best just to learn and, of course, to use her mistakes as her strength and a motivation. She is very excellent when it comes to performance and product assessment. But in overall, parents, teachers, and my observation, she is very articulate and excellent in many aspects. Interview with the teacher. Her teacher is Dr. Esther Hervasio. According to Dr. Esther, Eugene is a good leader, academically excellent, social literate, and responsible one. And because during asynchronous and synchronous, she always makes sure that everyone is learning. She is always asking questions to clarify and help her co students and her classmates to learn what's really important and, of course, to have enlightenment. On the teacher and parent partnership, teacher Esther do messenger group chatting, quarterly meeting with the parents. I truly believe that what Dr. Hervasio doing is effective because all the parents is actively engaging and participating so that their children will learn and, of course, achieve what's really important to develop as a learner. And of course, it is imperative also to note that both teacher and parents should do their best in order to have a meaningful teaching and learning process. With the help of parents, learners will be motivated, guided, and disciplined that brings them to become articulate and responsible students. Teacher and community partnership is also important. That's what teacher Hervasio use localization and contextualization. I truly believe as a future teacher, as a future educator, that localization and contextualization should be integrated because you are not just helping the learner to promote or to have a meaningful teaching and learning process, but also helping them to know what's the best thing to do to learn, what are the available resources that is available on their community that can help them to learn. It also help You are also helping them to promote what's available on their community, the culture, the customs, the resources, and many more. And teacher Hervasio is truly articulate. She integrates technologies, the contextualization and localization principles, and many strategies that made Georgine a learner who is enthused to learn in many aspects as a grade 7 learner. Based on my interview with her mother, Maria Perlita Lacandaso, on the learner's physical aspect, during her pregnancy, Eugene is in good health. They are both in good health condition. When Eugene was just a toddler, she had a dengue and LBM. She pointed out that during those times they struggle because Eugene is very small and still young to have that kind of disease and problem. So they have that kind of parenting style that is very hands on. And based on Eugene's mother, her favorite food is sweet. And and I actually remember when I was a child that I also want sweets, candies, and etc. And I it's kinda reminiscing during those time during my interview with her mother, Eugene's mother. The learner's social aspect is that based on Eugene's mother, she's extrovert and joyful. Um her playmates are her cousins, their neighborhoods, and many more. The the guidance when it comes to the guidance of Eugene, um she she makes sure that everything that Eugene's doing, she is aware so that she can be able to update where, when, whom with whom she is going to, and many more. The four W's and one H questions so that sabi pa nga niya, para walang problema. Okay. When it comes to parenting style, she always makes sure to have rules inside and outside of the house, such as must go home before nightfall, must know whom will she go with and where, study first, and know her priorities. This kind of rules, it's actually helpful based on my experience and my observation because it leads to discipline the learner and at the same time focus to what's really important as a student and as a child of a certain family. Your role as a student and as a daughter or son of your parent. Based on my interview, my observation, the parenting style of Eugene is authoritative. The parents of Eugene has a good blend of parenting. They are firm yet loving. They have clear rules, reasonable expectations, and limits for Eugene's safety and better life ahead. They treat Eugene with love and respect. They also make sure to have deep conversation in reminding her what's her priority, more imperative, and help them understand the consequences of her behavior. This kind of parenting style is what I'm experiencing as well. I see the importance of having a good blend of parenting style because it leads to make the learner, the person, to become self-aware, responsible, and disciplined throughout her journey, his journey towards a- achieving his or her self-actualization. In individuals who go through different process development, go through life, their health and well-being is affected by a number of different factors that will affect an individual's growth and development positively and negatively. This includes physical, emotional, social interaction, cognitive, and even economic and environmental factors. Knowledge of these factors is needed to be able to understand the effects they have on physical, intellectual, emotional, and social development, as well as an individual's self concept. It is important to realize that there are many factors that contribute to the healthy growth and development of learners. Maintaining physical health, including proper nutrition, healthy pregnancy, safe environments, and detection of early developmental problems are important for a child's future. Children who develops secure attachments to parents and caregivers are more likely to grow and develop into healthy adults, because parents who are sensitive to the child's needs and flexible in terms of the expectation they have for their child will have more positive outcomes. Children need to be nurtured by their parents, teachers, and her experiences. With emotionally capable parents, the child is more likely to be emotionally healthy. Her parents can assist with appropriate development through use of appropriate stimulation, positive parenting skills, and safe and diverse environments. That's all for this learning episode. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something. I am Judal Olaya from BEd 4A.